Kit homes or modular homes? Which should you choose? When looking at the marketplace and wondering what sort of home you can purchase, when we come to the topic of kit homes, we somehow come across the topic of modular homes also, because they're both a part of the prefabrication industry. So which one should you choose? There's a lot of different opinions that float around. So we're not going to narrow you down into a particular opinion of what you should do. Here's a few facts and a few things to remember when making that decision. Time. How much time do you have? Now, kit homes have a large portion of the home, especially the frames and certain areas of the home pre-built for you. But you still need to organise tradesmen to do the slab, to do certain portions of putting the frame together, gyprock, plumbing, electrical, different bits and pieces. A lot of the work you do is just the organising, and all of the plans, preparation and the materials that have been already prefabricated to a certain extent are already there, making it easier for the actual tradesman to carry out the task that needs to be done. Modular homes, of course, are all pre-done, pre-organised, everything's done in the factory for you. Certain limitations on the customisation, but a lot of it is done so you need a lot less time. And it really just depends on whether you can find the right design that you're going to be happy with in a modular home. Also, how much experience do you have to carry out the procedures of building a kit home? Now, depending on which company you work with and how much education you have as to whether or not it would be a lot more cheaper for you to do a kit home rather than a modular home, because of course they do charge you for those extras in regards to them pre-building more and more of the home. Now, you can save a lot of money, no doubt, but that experience level that you have is very important. Now, there are definitely resources out there, because it's not a huge gap that you need to learn, but learning that, if you don't know it, you don't know it. So to learn that those valuable lessons, you really need to get yourself some sort of training course just to understand. Not so that you can become a qualified builder, not that style of training course, just something to teach you to understand how to approach it. If you're a builder or you already have trade skills, well, obviously this will change the way you look at things, but you'll soon find out when you speak to kit home companies or modular home companies what would suit you if you're already in a trade. Now, something that's important is how much money you have in the bank, and that build time versus the interest on repayments, because building a kit home will have a certain process compared to the modular home process, so you really need to understand the kit home process and the modular home process well, so as to know which one is going to cost you more in repayments until the house is finished and you're living in it or you're renting it out. So you definitely need to keep that in mind. How involved can you be in building the home? As you can see there in that picture, there's a lot of stages to the process. How involved are you? How busy are you? Well, no matter what your circumstance is, there is some training material that is available that's going to give you a very good insight and save you an absolute fortune on the kit home building process. There's a free CD as an introduction to it, and you can grab your copy now. There's a limited supply that's with the particular release that's happening in 2011, which moving on to 2012, but grab a copy. Ikiasu.com. Ikiasu Australia is the company, so click on the link below the video or on this page, or type that address there that you can see on the video straight into your internet browser. Have a look at that site right now and grab your free CD. Thanks for listening.